Hello, welcome you all again to the next video lecture of this session. Let us move further to we'll do some problems here. In the last class we were doing some problems. In this class we'll try to some more problems here. This is one of the problem which has been given. A plane wave traveling in the positive y direction. So a plane wave is traveling. This is the sixth problem I think. So a plane wave is traveling in the positive y direction in a lossy medium. So he has given plus y direction in a lossy medium with he has given the values here. Mu r is equal to 4, mu r is equal to 1, epsilon r is equal to 4, sigma is equal to 10 power of minus 2 siemens per meter, and that is he has given these values, and has E he has given, that is electric field intensity he has given 30 cos 10 power of 9 pi t plus pi by 4 Az volts per meter. So at y is equal to 0. So he has given a plane wave traveling in the positive y direction in a lossy medium with these values, and has E is equal to this one at y is equal to 0. We have to find A, B, C, D. So we are having four sub questions in this one. So here we have to find first E at y is equal to 1 meter at 2 nanoseconds. Okay. So here we have to find. So let us take one by one here. In these sub questions we are having 3 questions here, 4 questions. First one is A, next B, C, D we will do one by one. First question he has given like this, and after taking this one we can say that omega is equal to 10 to the power of 9 pi t we can say. Okay, so it is clear. Okay, now in this problem first we have to find what is the value of E. He is asking to find the value of E at these values. Okay, that is given values are y is equal to 1 meter and t is equal to 2 nanoseconds. So first of all we will try to calculate the values of alpha and beta. Why? Because we need e power minus alpha z and e power, so we have to find these okay. Now let us calculate this one. Alpha is equal to what we know, that is alpha is equal to omega square root of mu epsilon by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon whole square plus minus 1. Okay, this minus 1 I think, right, minus 1. Now for this values, so first of all we will try to calculate this value, omega by sigma by omega epsilon, that is sigma is how much, what is the value, 10 power of minus 2 he has given, by omega is 10 to the power of 9 pi t into epsilon naught into epsilon r, that is 10 power of minus 9 by 36 pi into 4. So we will, after calculating this one, let us try to cancel here. We will get 9 into that is this pi will get cancelled. So this 20 won't get here, we will won't get here t. 10 power of 9, 9 ones, 9 fours. I will get here 9 into 10 power of minus 2, that is 0.09. Okay, so this omega is very much less than 1 here. Alright, so now we will calculate this value. Omega value is here given as 10 power of 9 pi into square root of mu naught into epsilon naught mu r epsilon r by 2 into 1 plus, what is this value, 0.09 whole square into square root of minus 1. Okay, so we have to calculate this value. So mu naught epsilon naught value is 1 by c, it turns to be 1 by c here. Where is the tester? Okay, we will take this one. So I will erase these values. Now this value turns out to be that is 10 power of 9 pi t, 10 power of 9 minus 9. So this value turns out to be c here, 1 by c, that is c, and mu r epsilon r is equal to square root of 4 by 2 into square root of 1 plus this value turns around to be 0.09 whole square minus 1. So after calculating this value, we will get here as 0.9425, 0.9425, okay, after calculating this value, okay. So this c value we have to substitute as 3 into 10 power of 8 meters per second, okay. After calculating, we will get this value here, okay. Now similarly, beta value will get calculated here. Beta is equal to same, but the thing is fine, plus here omega means 10 power of omega into square root of mu epsilon by 2 into square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon square plus 1, okay. This value, okay. Now we have to calculate this value. After substituting this one, what we will get, let us see. Omega is, we know, that is 10 power of 9 pi, and 3 into 10 power of 8. The same value we will get, just the thing is here we will get plus here, and here we will get here as 4 by 2 only. The thing is 1 plus 0.09 whole square plus 1 here. So after calculating this one, I will get here as 20.965, okay, values, okay, alpha and beta. Now after that, we will try to calculate the value of E here, okay. Why? Because already E has been given. We don't know the values of alpha and beta here. That's why we are calculating here. Now E is equal to 30. I mean, he has given the value of E here, 30 into e power minus alpha z. That is e power alpha z. Alpha is here we got 0.9425, and the wave is propagating along. It is y direction. That's why I will take here y, and cos 10 power of 9 pi t minus 20 point beta y, that is 20.6 beta y plus pi by 4, okay, into az. Now we have to calculate this E at that is t is equal to 2 nanoseconds and y is equal to 1 meter, okay. I will erase this one. So we have to calculate this E at, so now we have to calculate this E at y is equal to 1, that is 1 meter, and t is equal to 2 nanoseconds. Now we have to substitute these values. E, that is y is the distance and t is the time. Here E is equal to 30 into e power minus alpha z, e power 0.9425 into 1 meter, cos 10 to the power of 9 pi, t is 2 nanoseconds, 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9 minus 20.6 beta into y is 1 here, that is beta, already it is beta only, y 1 meter plus pi by 4 into az. So if you are going to calculate this value, if you are going to do this in the calculator, it will turn around to be E is equal to 2.787 az volts per meter. So this is the value which we are going to get at these specific values of E. Okay, now he is asking to find B question. So all of you listen the B question here. He is asking that the distance traveled by the wave to have a phase shift of 10 degrees. He is asking the distance traveled by the wave to have phase shift of, he is asking the phase shift of 10 degrees. Okay, so now he is asking that the wave is having phase shift of 10 degrees, that is beta y is the phase shift here, that is this one. Okay, we have to take beta y, it is having 10 degrees phase shift here, that is 10 degrees. Okay, after converting this into radians, I can write here as 10 pi by 180. Okay, that is 180 here. Now we need to know the distance here. Okay, that is how much distance it is having. Okay, that is y is equal to 10 pi by 180 into beta. So already we have got the beta value 20.6 here. Let us substitute that one, 20.905. That is 10 pi into 180 into beta is 20. Its value is 20.965. It is 965. 20.965. So we will get some value, distance value here. It is in meters. That is 8.325 meters. Okay, we are going to calculate. You can get easily by using your calculator. Now is the C question. We'll erase this one. C question is asking that. C question. C. The distance travelled by the wave to have its amplitude reduced by 40%. Listen once again. The distance travelled by the wave to have its amplitude. Amplitude means whatever the value we are having, product to that E, that is 30 we are having. In this problem we are having 30. He is saying that amplitude is reduced by 40%. Okay. So 40% he is saying that 40% means what we get here. 40% reduced means C question. 40% reduced means we will get here as 0.6. Okay. So that is 30 into 0.6, and the amplitude here is we are having 30 e power minus alpha y. So here we have to find the distance here. Okay. Now this 30 will get cancelled. If I take this to the alpha y, and I will get here as 1 by 0.6. If I take this here, I will get here as alpha y, that is 1 ln 1 by 0.6, and similarly if I take this alpha y here, that is 1 by alpha, that is ln 1 by 0.6. Okay, alpha value we have got as 0.9425, 1 by 0.9425 ln 1 by 0.6. Okay, it will turn around to be 542 millimeter. Okay, so you can check this by using your calculators. Okay, that is was the C question. And the final question he is asking, all of you listen here. Capital H at y is equal to 2 meters and t is equal to 2 nanoseconds. Okay, so we have to find the value of h. After calculating the h, we have to calculate this h at 2 y is equal to 2. We have to substitute y is equal to 2, and t is equal to small t is equal to 2 nanoseconds. Okay, so let us do that one. First, in order to calculate that one, we have to calculate the value of eta. Eta is equal to, what is the formula? Eta is equal to D problem here. That is, he is asking to find h at t is equal to 2 nanoseconds, and y is equal to he is asking y is equal to 2 meters. Y is equal to 2 meters. Okay, so at this value you have to find. Okay, now eta is equal to mod eta of eta. Already we know theta of eta, that is mod eta we know, that is mod eta is equal to square root of mu by epsilon and square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon whole square, this value whole square whole power 1 by 2 we will get here. Now by substituting these values we will get here as square root of mu naught by epsilon naught and mu r by epsilon r. Okay, by square root of 1 plus sigma by omega epsilon, already we have got this value 0.09 we have got, I think 0.09 or yeah 0.09 we have got, 0.09 whole square whole power 1 by 2. So this value is turns around to be 1 by 120 pi, already we know, that is square root of mu r value he has given, as 1 by 4, and it will turn around to be 1 plus square root of 0.09 whole square whole power 1 by 2. So by doing these calculations we may get this value as that is 188.11. Okay, eta, and theta of eta already we know, that is tan 2 theta of eta is equal to sigma by omega epsilon. Already we have got this value 0.09, and if you take this one value right side we will get as tan inverse of 0.09. We have to get the angle theta of eta here. So this theta of eta turns around to be 2.57 degrees. Okay, this is the value. So now we can substitute these values and we can find the value of h now. Now in order to find, then first we have to find the direction here. Direction is AH. Okay, because we have to find h value here, so we have to find the direction of AH. AH is equal to we have to find the direction of AH. AH is equal to AK cross AE here. AK is the direction of wave propagation. So the direction of wave propagation is along AY. Okay, that is AY direction. And E is the propagating along. Let me see here. The value of E he has given in the answer question. Yeah, it is propagating along Z direction. Okay. So the E field is along z direction, AZ direction. Now AY cross AZ is AX only. Okay. So now we can directly substitute this value here. Now H is equal to H naught means E naught by eta, okay, mod eta into theta of eta, and we know that he has given 30 e power minus alpha z. Alpha he has given 0.9425 y cos of 10 power of 9 pi t minus he has given 20.965 y plus pi by 4. We are not substituting this value. Let us substitute after that. This value is AX here. Now E naught is here. We got the 30 by eta naught is 188.11. If I substitute eta is equal to 2. We have got 2.571. So if we take this in e power, that is exponential form, it will take this place here. That is minus of that one. Why? Because this value, if it is going to the numerator, it will change to minus here. E power minus 0.9425 y cos of 10 power of 9 pi t 20.965 y plus pi by 4 minus 2.561 degrees into AX. Okay. So after now we have to substitute the values of, and now we have to get H value as at t is equal to 2 nanoseconds and y is equal to 2 meters. Now we have to place, in place of y we have to substitute 2, and in place of t we have to substitute 2, that is 2 nanosecond. 2 means 2 into 10 power of minus 9, that is 30 by 188.11 e power minus 0.9425 y is 2 here, cos of 10 power of 9 pi into t means 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9, 20.96 y means 2 meters here, plus pi by 4 minus 2.561 degrees. So now you can check in your calculators what this value is going to be around. So what happens to this value? So finally we will get here as in terms of cos, it will get that is minus 4.71 AX milliamperes per meter. So you can check this value by using your calculators. So perform your calculators calculations. You can get this value directly. That is H. This is the value of H. Okay. So finally this is the answer for the given question. Now let us move to the next question of this chapter. Okay. So I think this is the 7th problem we are going to do next one. 7th problem. So take the listen the question here, because the question has been given like this. A plane wave E he has given. The plane wave E is equal to E naught cos of omega t minus beta x beta z into AX. So a plane wave, this one, is incident on a good conductor at z greater than 0. So at z greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0 he has given. Find the current density in the conductor. For listen the question once again. A plane wave given, this one E is incident on a good conductor at z greater than or equal to 0, full stop. Find the current density in the conductor. Now we have to find the current density in the conductor, that is J we have to find. So we know that J is equal to, solution will do, J is equal to sigma into E here we know. Okay. Now J will satisfy the equation. So we know the wave equation, that is del square E ES minus gamma square ES is equal to 0. So that equation, so we know that equation del square ES minus gamma square ES is equal to 0, one of the wave equations we have seen. So the same wave equation is going to be satisfied for J here, that is del square JS minus gamma square JS is equal to 0. Okay, it is also going to satisfy. Let us take that equation. Now it is incident at, here he is giving that J greater than 0. So now the wave is having x component. Okay, now the wave is having x component here. So we'll take here Jx of s of z is Ax is equal to J. Okay, we'll take here. Now we'll take this component as this one, that is, now after substituting this here, what we get here, dou square Jsx by dou z square because the wave is propagating along z direction, minus gamma square j sx is equal to 0. Okay, just we are applying the wave concept here, that is wave concept theory here. Just in place of E, we are going to replace with here J, that is current density. So now this equation is in the form of differential equation. The solution of this equation already we had done by using this del square Es and gamma square Es. Now we are going to perform the same procedure what we have done for the calculation of the wave equation for E and H. That is the solution. We know that the solution of the above equation is JSX is equal to A into e power minus gamma z plus B into e power plus gamma z. Already we know this one, that is A my e power minus gamma z is a wave propagating in the positive z direction, and e power plus gamma z is the wave propagating in the negative z direction. So now we are going to take only for this one, so we will consider this as 0. So we will get only the that is we are considering that the constant B must be 0 because Jxx is finite at z is equal to infinity. That is we are going to say that this field is J is finite at the value z infinity. Okay, so now for good conductors we know that for good conductors we know that alpha is equal to beta, that is alpha is equal to beta is equal to, we have got that is 1 by delta, that is 1 by delta is the skin depth here. So that is alpha is equal to, that is gamma is equal to, we know that is alpha plus j beta. If I take alpha is equal to beta, I can write here as alpha into 1 plus j here. Now j is nothing, alpha is nothing but 1 by delta into 1 plus j here. Okay, now if I take the magnitude of this so if I take here for this one, if I write the equation for this one, that is Jsx of x is equal to A into e power minus gamma what we have got 1 plus j by delta into z. That is what the answer here. Now if I take z greater than 0, that is, so if I take this value z greater than 0, I can write here as solution as j sx of 0, that is equal to j sx of 0 by removing this constant. Why? Because this constant is going to replace by j sx of 0 at the surface, that is z plane, that is e power minus 1 plus j into z by delta. So that is what here, that is where j axis of 0 is the current density at the surface. Okay, conductor surface, current density at conductor surface. So this is the final answer what we are. So what is asking? Okay, so final answer is the current density. What is asking is this one. Okay, now we'll move on to the last problem of this unit here. So he has given, let me read out the question. 8th problem here. This 8th problem is related to the 7th problem, which is very the solution of the 7th problem is the continuation for this 8th problem. He is asking that given the current density Jsx of x, okay, he is given Jsx is equal to the answer for the given solution Jx of x 0 e power minus 1 plus 1 j z by delta. Okay, he has given the current density, find the magnitude of the total current through a strip of conductor of infinite depth along z and width w and along y. So listen the question once again. Given the current density, this one he has given, find the magnitude of the total current through a strip of conductor of infinite depth along z and width w along y. Okay, so this question he has given. Now let us take the question here. He has given this one. Now he is saying that he is asking for us to find integral j dot ds, that is current. So he is asking to find current here. Already he has given, that is ds, it is along x direction. He is saying that is dy dz into ax, and this is also here we are having ax here, ax because we are, it is in the z direction, x direction. Now if I substitute this value, I is equal to the current we have to find here. The current is integral j xx of j sx of that ds, that is I can write here as j sx of 0 e power minus 1 plus j z by delta ax dot dy dz ax. Okay, so here az ax dot ax will become 1 here, and now he is saying that that is x and y are varying to 0 to infinity. One is up to y along means it is varying up to infinity, another is varying up to the width here. Okay, w and y means it will be along infinity, y is along infinity and x is along that is w here. Let us take here w 0 to w and 0 to infinity, that is j sx of 0 e power minus 1 plus z into delta into dx dy. Okay, now these are the things here we are going to have. Now we are going, sorry, dy dz. So dy is varying along that is with integral 0 to w dy. J6 of 0 is constant here, J6 of 0 is constant here, and 0 to infinity e power minus z is varying up to infinity 1 plus z by delta here into dz. Okay, if I are going to integrate this one, so it will turn around to be, now this one will become as delta here, that is sorry, this is not infinity, this is w, w here, it will get, we will get as w here, and j6 of 0 it is constant, and e power minus theta that is e power minus 1 plus j z by delta by this value, that is I will get here as 1 plus j minus by delta. So now if you are going to take, if you are going to apply the limits as 0 to infinity, it will changes to plus here. So why? Because e power infinity, so e power infinity is 0 and e power 0 is 1 here. By substituting the value of z value here we are going to substitute the limits, that is w j xx of 0. So we will get here as 0 minus of this one, that is 1 by 1 plus j delta here, this will minus of minus integral plus here. So now w into j sx of 0 will get delta in the numerator, that is by 1 plus j here. Now if you are going to take the he is asking the current as magnitude of this current density, that is current here, that is if you take the modulus on both sides j sx here of 0, if I take the magnitude, that is 1 plus j, so 1 plus j is square root of 1 plus 1, that is omega j sx of delta, that is 1 by 1 plus 1, that is root 2 will get, root 2. So the answer is j sx of 0 omega delta by root 2. So this is the current, that is the magnitude of the current. Okay, so he is asking magnitude of the current, what he is asking, what he has given the current density. For the given current density, this is the magnitude of the current. Okay, but is by taking the modulus on both sides, we will get the magnitude. So we will stop here. These are the problems related to the 4th unit. If at all, if you want more problems on this unit, you can comment me, or you can give, you can ask permission, so that I can give more problems on this one. So we'll stop here. And we'll take the next topic, that is Poynting theorem on Poynting vector, in the next video lecture. Till then, take care. Bye.